Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. No matter what time of day it is for us, it is a wonderful Wednesday. So we are in that 10th week of the year. We are working on the foundation portion of this year, first quarter of the year, getting all the foundations built up for us. And the word of the week is skill set. We're working on our skill set this 10th week of this fabulous year. We say it's fabulous because it's going to be fabulous. It's starting off a little, but it's going to just be a fabulous year. Okay. Skill set is very important depending on what bucket you want to fill. Your faith bucket, your family bucket, your finance bucket, all the buckets, you might need a skill set. So you got to find a new skill to dabble in, no matter how small. And when you pick that skill, it could be for professional, it could be for personal. Again, you get to pick the bucket that you want to fill. But one thing that can never be taken away from you is your skill set. And the world needs your skill set. Think about it. Never before, never before in time have we, as a collective, humans, been so connected. Hmm? And what are we doing with that connection? How are we sharing that connection? What are we using to fuel that connection? Okay. So just want to put that out there because your skill set is important. So back to your buckets: faith, family, finances. Your skill set might be needing a little bit of a tweak right now, depending on where you are at and what you are going through. But I, my motto, lifelong learning. Lifelong learning does the brain good. It does the body good. It does you good. The brain wants to continuously learn. So, adding a skill set is something that can never be taken away. Adding a skill set is something that you can share. Okay? So, whatever the skill set might be, go ahead, put a few minutes in it. Oh, it's getting buck wild out there. See, that's why we're in here learning a skill set, learning a skill set, learning a skill set. You know, back in the day, it was public broadcast where you could go to a studio that was publicly funded by a city or a grant and put your shows on TV. Sure could. Now we've got the internet, so might as well use it to learn a skill. Hmm? Maybe you need to freshen up on your resume. I got a lot of that going on these days. Maybe you're trying to improve your content creation. I got a lot of that going on these days. Maybe you're trying to improve your health in some way, some form, some fashion. We got a lot of that going on these days. All of that requires a skill that you might not have. And it may be a little uncomfortable learning a new skill. But get comfortable with being uncomfortable because being comfortable just means you're not accomplishing anything. That's the truth of it. Is when you feel a little too comfortable, mm, you need to be doing some work somewhere to improve yourself. That's just what it is. That's what it is. So if you're inside, I hope you're working on yourself for a skill. So maybe you want to have a passion project. Those of us in the professional realm, we like to call them passion projects. Not side hustles anymore. It's amazing how a little shift and tweak in the world makes all the difference. So it's not a hustle anymore, it's a passion project. We like that, whatever, right? So if you have a passion project and you know you have to bone up on a skill for it, go ahead and put that in there. Like, have you thought about, and I know a lot of you lovely ladies out there, and perhaps gentlemen might not have thought about this, but if you are in the teaching profession, or the training profession, do you cross certify? Have you thought about that cross certification as a passion? So think about becoming, for me, I'm an Epic certified trainer. Maybe I want to become a Scrum Master. Hmm? Because in the end, my passion project is always going to be training. And that's a wonderful skill for a trainer or an educator to have because it's transferable. And that's the one thing about a skill set that will always, always serve you well. Your skill set is always transferable. So it's a little over a decade that I've been an Epic trainer. But before I was an Epic trainer, for quite some time, I was, for lack of better words, a welfare to work trainer, doing my best to assist those who were economically challenged, bone up their resumes and their interviewing skills to obtain financial freedom, whatever it might look like for them. Previous life, but I still do it. I dabble in it on the side for my loved ones. And what I have to say is those transferable skills that I would help others see, we have those now. And they cross over from personal to professional. So if you are in a situation and you're trying to figure out, what do I do now? What do I do now? Well, you're here, you're listening. We work on our foundations, and a part of our foundations is mindset, skill set, tool set, and our skill set and tool set go hand in hand. So, with that being said, you got a few more days in this 10th week of the year. We want you to go ahead and, we being you and me, right? You and me, because we're in this together. Find that skill that you're going to work on, okay? And see, even though we're only doing it a week at a time, we're getting our brain into a situation and some muscle memory going. So our brain knows, oh, skill set, I know how to shift. One of the things about being successful in any endeavor is knowing how to be able to shift when you need to shift. You don't have to be a subject matter expert on all the things, but you should have at least a beginner knowledge so you can at least speak the speak and talk the talk. So, with that being said, you always want to pour into your skill set no matter what bucket you are trying to fill. Okay, darling. Thanks for watching. Keep on liking. And as always, I appreciate you. I think I'm going to roller skate for a little bit. Okay. All right.